Sometimes the biggest moments in life are missed, not because love isn't there, but because someone waited just a little too long. In the peaceful town of Hope Valley, everyone can feel that something important is about to happen. The air feels different, the smiles are a little warmer, and every quiet glance between two people carries a question that hasn't been asked yet. A proposal should be simple, right? Just love, a ring, and the courage to say the words. But for someone in Hope Valley, the moment keeps slipping away. Plans are made, then changed. The perfect speech is imagined, then forgotten. And while the whole town celebrates a joyful harvest, one heart is racing with a single fear. What if waiting too long means losing the moment forever? In the beloved series, When Calls the Heart, love has always been about patience, faith, and timing. But this time, timing may be the hardest test of all. Section 1. The pressure of the perfect proposal. In a small town like Hope Valley, big news travels fast. People celebrate together, support each other, and quietly watch the love stories unfolding around them. Everyone seems to know when two hearts belong together, sometimes even before those two people realize it themselves. That's exactly what is happening now. For a long time, many people in town have believed that Elizabeth's story is moving toward a new chapter. She has faced heartbreak before, and she has learned to be strong through difficult moments. Because of that, the people around her care deeply about her happiness. They want to see her smile again, not just the polite smile she gives her students at school, but the real smile that lights up her whole face. And lately, that smile has been returning more and more. But while love may feel natural, planning a proposal is not always easy. In fact, the more someone cares, the harder it becomes. Every little detail suddenly feels important. Where should it happen? What words should be said? Should it be quiet and private, or something more memorable? For the man thinking about asking Elizabeth the biggest question of his life, these thoughts have been spinning around in his mind for days, maybe even weeks. At first, he believed the answer was simple. A grand moment would be perfect. Something beautiful and unforgettable. Maybe a quiet place with a wonderful view of the mountains. Or perhaps during one of the town's celebrations when everyone is together, and happiness fills the air. But the more he thought about it, the more complicated it became. A proposal is not just a question. It is a promise about the future. It means saying that you are ready to build a life together, through good days and hard days. That kind of promise deserves the right moment, or at least that's what he keeps telling himself. So he plans. Then he changes the plan. Then he plans again. One evening, he thinks about asking during a peaceful walk outside town, where the sunset turns the sky into soft shades of gold and pink. But then he wonders if that would feel too quiet. Elizabeth deserves something special, something that shows how much she means to him. The next day he considers asking during the harvest celebration, when the town gathers to share food, laughter, and music. The festival always brings people closer together. Maybe that joyful energy would make the moment perfect. But then doubt appears again. What if it feels too public? What if Elizabeth feels surprised in the wrong way? What if the moment becomes awkward instead of magical? These questions keep building in his mind until the excitement slowly turns into pressure, and that pressure begins to make him hesitate. Instead of feeling ready, he starts feeling unsure. Not about his love for Elizabeth. That part is clear. Every time he sees her helping her students, every time she laughs with her friends, every time she shows kindness to someone who needs it, his heart reminds him exactly why he loves her. The problem is not love. The problem is fear. Fear that the moment won't be perfect. Fear that the words might come out wrong. Fear that something unexpected might ruin the memory. Because when a moment matters this much, it suddenly feels like everything must go exactly right. But love does not always wait for perfect timing. And deep down, a small voice in his mind is starting to whisper something important. Maybe the perfect moment is not something you create. Maybe it's something you recognize when it finally arrives. Still, letting go of the plan feels risky. Planning gives him control. Without it, anything could happen. So he continues thinking, adjusting, imagining different possibilities. Days pass. The town prepares for the big harvest celebration, decorating the streets and gathering food for the festival tables. Laughter echoes through Hope Valley. As friends work side by side, everyone is excited, everyone is happy. But while the town celebrates the season of abundance, one man is quietly fighting a different kind of struggle. Not with crops or weather, but with courage. Because sometimes the hardest step in love is not finding the right person, it's finding the bravery to stop waiting, and finally ask the question that could change everything.